Yo, 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 welcome back to the MMA Short Show. As always, your boy, Steven Moustaris. And guys, let's get straight into it for this weekend. UFC Jacksonville. I'm really excited because my favorite female fighter, probably my biggest female crush in the UFC, Amanda Hebos, is fighting in the co-main event. And she looks, I think she's going to take out Macy Barber, but I'll do a whole video on that too. So if you guys want to check that out, definitely go for it. But my number one thing I want to talk about this weekend, my number one focus, pretty much my number one prospect that I've been talking about for at least the last year and a half now. Ilia Topuria, man, I'm telling you guys right now, this dude is a fucking dog. I said it about Bryce Mitchell. I knew a lot of people thought that Bryce Mitchell was going to beat him. I'm like, no, I'm telling you guys right now, this dude is a dog. I mean, we saw it against Ryan Hall or whatever. We've seen it against everybody. Like, this dude, what makes him so impressive to me, especially for the matchup against Bryce Mitchell. We get into these fights, like you could see it with like Volkanovski against Islam. Like we see it all the time. I could go on forever and ever. When you go into a fight, especially as a really good striker, or you think you have the striking advantage against a guy who's more of a wrestler and everything, you're going to be so worried about the takedown that you're going to probably get hit a lot more than you're used to. And you're going to be getting hit by some guy that you're like, man, if this was a kickboxing match right now or a Muay Thai match right now, this guy wouldn't even touch me, even boxing. But like, since you're so worried about that takedown, that's why Khabib was really good at landing a lot of punches at the end of his career. That's why DC became such a good fighter at the end of his career. That's why Cain Velasquez made a career. Like, these guys know that you're worried about the takedown and you're going to leave the hands up. You're going to leave the hands down and everything, expecting the takedown to stop that. And that's what Ilia Topuria is so fucking good at, man. This guy, he's probably the best I've ever personally seen. Like, I'm not even trying to cap or nothing. Like, this guy, he's so good at being able to still be like in that like takedown defensive stance. Like, he's ready. He's gonna get the underhooks, pull you up, everything. He's gonna do his thing. But he's also so good at blocking, and his defense stays the exact same. It's ridiculous. Like, it's honestly something that's so underrated, and I don't think many people pick up on it. But he proved it in the Bryce Mitchell fight. This dude is so fucking good. He doesn't normally get hit like that. And this is why I'm excited for this Josh Emmett fight, if I'm being honest with you. Josh Emmett, I mean, we all know him as a knockout artist. He might be the most powerful 145er right now, and that's saying something because there are some killers out there. Like what he did to Calvin Kattar, what he did to Dan Ige, what he did to Shane Burgos, fucking retired him for the UFC basically. He was losing that Michael Chandler fight, comes back and fucking knocks the shit out of him, knocks out Jeremy Stevens. Like, this dude's a fucking dog. Josh Emmett is a dog. Always will be. He's probably one of the more underrated guys. The wrestling game is fucking ridiculous too. And I think this is why I love this matchup for Ilia Topuria so much, is because, I thought his fight against Bryce Mitchell was like his coming out party. I think it was UFC 282, I think. Might have been 283, something like that. But I remember that, and I was like, this is his coming out party. I think this is his introduction to the world, which it was. People were fucking hyped over him. And now I really think this is his, like, hey, I'm here for the title, motherfucker. I'm not here just to be a prospect. Like, this is my fight to show you, like, guys, I'm fucking here. I don't care how many more fights you think I need. I'm here. I'm all around right now. I'm talented. He's 13-0. Dude, I mean, I guess doesn't really have the English barrier like that yet. But, he is, I'm telling you guys, this dude is a prospect. I think he's probably going to be a champion here soon. Like, I don't think he could be Volkanovski right now. But, I mean, if he goes out there and beats Josh Emmett, it's going to be a pretty strong case for him to get a Max Holloway fight, even though they just announced him with, the Korean Zombie. Like, to get him out there, maybe even against, like, a Dan Ige, something like that. Even though Josh Emmett's a big step above that. So, I mean, might even get, like, Yair Rodriguez if he loses to Volk, or make it Volk if Volk loses to Rodriguez. Like, this dude right now, man, I'm telling you guys, this is like the perfect fight for him. Because this is one of those fights, too. I'm being honest with y'all. It's one of those fights for Ilia Topuria that, like, he's so gifted all around that this is one of those fights that I could see Josh Emmett, like, catching him, like, with one really good fucking punch that he hasn't ate yet in front of us, that we haven't seen yet, and gets him on them wobbly legs, and just where you're just completely gone. You're like, your mind isn't there, but, like, your body's just kind of on autopilot. That's what I could maybe see. Like, Josh Emmett catching him with a really nasty hook, rocks the shit out of him, takes him down, beats the fucking shit out of him. I don't know about finishing him, but then we're sitting there the rest of the fight like, oh shit, what? Maybe Ilia Topuria wasn't that good. Maybe he just got exposed. And it's really just because he took a fucking vicious fucking punch. It just took his complete cerebral cortex off, or whatever the hell they say. Like, it could be one of those fights, but I think his defense is so fucking good. I think his ground game's way more impressive than what people have gotten to see yet. We really kind of just see him with his takedown defense and just how hard he is to get taken down. And the other thing that he's so fucking good at too, which really just shocks me, I don't think Josh Emmett's going to be ready, is one, I think he's going to be ready for Josh Emmett. Clearly, I think he's going to be ready for that right hand, clearly. And we've seen it in the last 4 or 5 fights now with Josh Emmett. They're going to decisions. Guys are kind of, we're getting back to this point where people have seen that right hand. You're not going to just get somebody with one punch. Like, you could get lucky, but against these top level guys on average, it's not going to happen. So, like, I wouldn't be shocked if Josh Emmett uses his wrestling a lot more. And this is what I'm saying. Topuria's got this crazy, like, while he's even blocking it or while he's defending a takedown, him being able to throw his strikes at the same time or maybe second to none. I mean, we saw it against Ryan Hall. This guy would have him pretty much deep under, like, or at least a deep ankle where, like, the average person's more worried about not tripping or not falling. And this guy's like, fuck no, I'm throwing uppercuts, I'm throwing knees. I'm doing whatever I possibly can to fuck this guy up because he's full violence at all time. And I'm telling you guys, I really think he gets this done. And if he goes out there and finishes Josh Emmett, my God, be ready. I think this could be one of them ones. He's so fucking brutal. He's so violent. He's always going for it. I think we'll probably see him a little more tentative. I think he'll be a little more defensive this in a 5-round fight, which I'm very excited to see. But I'm telling you guys, if Topuria is as good as I think he is, this is it this weekend. I think he gets it done. I think this is finally that next big guy at 145. And that hurts me to say because I'm the biggest Max Holloway guy. I got so much respect for Volkanovski. I still like Yair Rodriguez. There's still not a possibility, or there's still not a guarantee that Volkanovski beats Yair Rodriguez here in the next month. Like, I'm telling you guys right now, this shit could get fucking crazy at 145, which it always is. Like, we're going to be sitting here right now. I could see it now. Volk just got really close to becoming a double champ and beating Islam. And then he comes back out and Yair Rodriguez's awkward ass finishes him. So, I don't know. I'm pretty excited. Josh Emmett also, like I said, with that power, that man, we have seen him get kind of dominated for a couple rounds and then just turn it on. So that's going to be the one thing. I think this is a huge, huge test for Ilia Topuria. I don't think it's like guaranteed that he wins, but if he's as good as I think he is, I think this is an incredible performance. I think this is him letting the world know, like, hey, if you didn't know me now, you definitely do now. Or if you didn't know me then, you definitely do now. And I'm definitely coming for the title. So keep your guys' eye out. I don't know if you guys like Leah as much as I do, but this dude is a fucking killer, and please watch out for him because this dude, I'm telling you guys right now, don't be shocked at all if he comes out and fucking starches Josh Emmett. And also, just so you guys know, I'm willing to be proven wrong if this guy goes out and looks terrible, kind of like I was talking about earlier, gets caught with one lucky one that just kind of looks bad the rest of the night. I'm not going to be shocked whatsoever. It's Josh Emmett. He's a dog, but I'm very excited for 145 right now. Ilia Topuria, baby, he's coming. I'm telling you guys, just watch out. As always, your boy, Steven Moustaris. Let's go, baby.